welcome you inside the Eagan Civic Arena as we get set for non-conference hockey action. 2 days before Christmas, it's the Owatonna Huskies coming up Interstate 35 to take on your Eagan Wildcats. Again, my name is Mike Cook, joined by Nathan Cron once again. And as we say, happy holidays to you and yours. And the Wildcats, they come off of a tough one the other night. Almost let one slip away, but they did hang on.
Yeah, they did hang on against the Apple Valley Eagles, a good Apple Valley Eagles side here in the South Suburban Conference. They had a 3-goal lead, Mike Cook, in the third period and managed to give away 2 goals to create some really nervy moments for Coach Carlson and the rest of these seniors.
Yeah, for Owatonna, they come in 1-6 on this season. They played Rochester Century the other night, lost with 35 seconds left in that one, a 4-3 contest down in Rochester. So expect to have ourselves a good one tonight here on ETV. Again, happy holidays to you and yours wherever you're watching us. Glad you're with us. And we will be, once again, as always, be sure and check us out on social media, on the Twitter at Eagan TV, Facebook, YouTube as well. And as always, you can check out the replays of all Eagan TV programming on the YouTube channel. Sure and check it out. Again, and of course, Eagan TV, they're still looking for people. Get into these games for free, be part of the crew. You can, and there's other community events you can be a part of as well. A lot of potential in that position. You can shoot, write, edit videos, and work on social media as well. So check it out, cityofeagan.com/jobs. So the Huskies and the Wildcats are going to head to their respective locker rooms. We're going to get the Zamboni out here momentarily, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the introductions and the first period. You're watching Wildcat Hockey on ETV.
Great to be a part of Eagan history, something that all 3 of us are very proud of. The population of Eagan is 51% female, so we've worked hard to get our department to reflect the population that we're serving. The foundation of the Eagan Fire Department has been laid by many great men and women, and we have been welcomed here with open arms, very supportive.
You have that family aspect with your crew. You eat dinner together and you respond to calls together, and really it's just the best job there is.
I encourage all females to pursue a career that they're passionate about, regardless if it's historically been male-dominated, and that it is achievable. Give it a try, see if you're passionate about it, and if you are, you'll succeed.
We wanted a space where someone could bring a family member or a friend or a neighbor and not have to worry about any exclusion. This park can adapt to all different people regardless of what their abilities are.
On an average playground, I'll just be on the sidelines, be like, yay, yay, you did it. But now I get to be like, come on, let's go play all together, and it's pretty amazing.
We know that inclusive play teaches important life skills like cooperation, empathy, and leadership. And it helps build relationships and community around those same values.
Come to this park because you're going to have an awesome time. It's inclusive for everyone. There's lots of things to do for both young ones and older ones.
I was more than happy to participate in it, actually being a former student athlete here at the high school.
The ladder is an acronym: leadership, accountability, determination, discipline, empower, and resiliency.
It's make sure you do your part, make sure you do your thing, make sure you get one step at a time and make sure you do your stuff, but at the same time, you got to bring people up on the ladder with you.
Being able to do a photo with the fire truck, especially with the ladder, and climb the ladder with it was pretty fun.
It's really nice as a football player to know that you have a community behind your back and that you have people there to support you.
Tiger 20, 10, 6 points. Eagan
bounces off one tackle, tries to bounce off two.
You know, it's funny, back when I worked for the local paper, the Sun Current, I'd heard through one of the sports editors that they were looking for some folks. Made a couple of contacts, and lo and behold, hey, come on out. We'll get you going. And here we are, 1997, we're calling football games. Talked to Coach Nick Johnson out at practice, who's injured, what's going on, what are his thoughts on the game. It's just having that relationship with the coaches, talking to some of the players once in a while, you know, hey, what's going on? Tell me about, you know, Eagan football, kind of behind the scenes stuff. Obviously, we're looking up a lot of stats. Game day, we try to talk to coaches from both teams, but there's fans from other schools that are watching this game, and, you know, we try to at least know something about the other team. A couple of quick memories. There was a guy named Joe Mauer that played for Cretin, threw I think 7 touchdowns in a playoff game. I heard he turned out to be a pretty good athlete. You know, we did the first game up at TCO Stadium, we're the home of the Vikings, when Eagan played Farmington. And of course, who can forget 2020, the Eastview win? You snapped that 27-game streak, and I just remember our call at the end was something like, hey, the streak is over. Nathan Cron and I, who've been doing games together for 5 years, we were just quiet. You know, let the pictures do the talking, let the joy show for all those kids, all the players. Just a fun time that night. I got to give a shout out to Nathan Cron, by the way. He and I have been doing football for, I think, 5 years now. We've been doing hockey for a number of years, and I think we really make a good team. We've gotten compliments on what we do, both from fans, from school officials, players, coaches, and that's why we do it. I mean, it's all about the teams. It's about the community. The personnel you get to know, and you're really rooting for those people. You're rooting for the community, the kids. You want to see them do well. And granted, you're going to look at the scoreboard and maybe they lose by a wide margin, but you look at the little things that are going on in between. You know, did you win this play? Hey, did the O-line play well? Did the D-line play well? Things like that, and just to see the improvement, I mean, that's what keeps it going. I enjoy doing it. It's that simple. It's fun to be part of the environment there in Wildcat country. We've seen where that stadium can be rocking on game nights. You've got the pit up there bouncing up and down, the band shows up. But the whole Friday night light spectacle,
it's just a fun time, and it's just fun to be part of it. You know, I still love sports. I love being part of the community. If I wasn't calling the games, I'd be there anyway. Hopefully we'll keep doing a lot more years of it.
Our dedicated team of 24 utility staff works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to make sure that we deliver our almost 3 billion gallons of water to you, the residents and commercial businesses inside the city of Eagan. We are always investing and innovating to assure you, the public, get good, clean, quality water at a top value. This is our comprehensive approach to ensure a successful future for us all. In the community, I visit homes and I visit organizations where I get to spend time with children during Christmas. Best Christmas Ever is an organization that's local here that finds people to donate for people in need, and they create what is the best Christmas ever for them. I get to be the Santa Claus for the Oak Hills Church Christmas event, and I get to sit in a sleigh, and I will be there taking pictures with children and handing out candy canes and listening to wishes and just being joyful.
I was more than happy to participate in it, actually being a former student athlete here at the high school.
The ladder is an acronym: leadership, accountability, determination, discipline, empower, and resiliency.
It's make sure you do your part, make sure you do your thing, make sure you get one step at a time and make sure you do your stuff, but at the same time, you got to bring people up on the ladder with you.
Being able to do a photo with the fire truck, especially with the ladder, and climb the ladder with it was pretty fun.
It's really nice as a football player to know that you have a community behind your back and that you have people there to support you.
Ho, ho, ho! You're watching ETV.
Hey, welcome back to the Eagan Civic Arena. The surface is cleared. Look at a good chunk of the Owatonna faithful making their way up from the 507 for tonight's hockey game as their Huskies invade the Eagan Civic Arena. As you look at the Huskies there in the dark jerseys. Again, Owatonna comes in 1-6 on the season. They are 1-3 in Big 9 conference play. Hometown Eagan Wildcats, they're 3-4 on the season, riding that 2-game winning streak, and 2-2 in South Suburban Conference action. Again, please be joined by Nathan Cron. My name is Mike Cook, and here come the Wildcats.
Oh, Mike, the Wildcats, as they take the ice here at this Eagan Civic Arena, are going to be sporting something different we haven't seen yet here on ETV. This season, it's the gray uniforms. The gray uniforms with the blue numbers with blue bars through the middle. So from an aesthetics standpoint, it's a catchy look. Unfortunately, sometimes when you're announcing, it can be a little bit challenging just because it's hard to pull numbers off with that blue bar. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, grandma and grandpa, we'll do our best, but once in a while we might get a number wrong, and if we do, that's what Mike's here to do, is correct himself.
Well, I hope that I get it right tonight. We're number 9, Maxine Breckheisen. I know I saw there were some comments on the YouTube that I was butchering that name, and that person was absolutely right. I was butchering it, and so Breckheisen, we're going to get number 9 tonight. Maxine being that third defensive pairing tonight, or second defensive pairing. Check that with Eric Pika, because again, the Wildcats are missing 26 Murray and 18 Peyton Jensen. So again, Justin Schreiber is going to slot in tonight, along with Keaton Ori. Let's throw it to public address announcer Nick Johnson to meet tonight's combatants.
For tonight's non-conference matchup, featuring our visitors, the Huskies from Owatonna, and your Eagan Wildcats. Let's meet the starters, beginning with our visitors. In goal, number 1, Sam Pfeiffer. On defense, number 14, Devin Roush. On defense, number 6, Sam Knoll. At forward, number 5, Ashton Hoffman. At forward, number 17, Casey Peterson. And at forward, number 26, Caleb Variety. Head coach of the Huskies is David Fromm, assisted by Justin Fletcher and Marty Martinson. And now, let's meet the starters for your Eagan Wildcats! In goal, a sophomore, number 1, Giddy Glad! On defense, a senior, number 5, Eric Pika! His defensive partner, a senior, number 22, Ben Barbado! At forward, a senior, number 12, Henry Martin! At forward, a senior, number 13, Matt Hansen! And at forward, a senior, number 25, Rowan Phillips! Assistant coaches are Dustin Luce, Nolan Pearson, and Mario Munoz. The head coach of the Wildcats is Mr. Todd Carlson. And now, fans, we ask you to please rise, remove your hats, and join us in the playing of our Star-Spangled Banner.
The Eagan student section is ready to go, as you heard at the end of our national anthem there. Good crowd tonight down there in the Eagan student section. Actually got a lot of Eagan fans popping in, both adults and kids. I know a lot of the youth hockey kids are going to be here tonight from Eagan Hockey Association. And again, we said Owatonna, they brought a lot of folks as well coming up Interstate 35. So should be a fun night of hockey here inside the Eagan Civic Arena as you look at part of the student section. No school today, so those guys, they're fired up, ready to go. They'll probably stuck till noon. Nothing going tomorrow.
Yeah, they've all had their Canes or their Wendy's or their whatever they need, their Chipotle to get through the night. They're jacked up and ready to go. It's alumni night. We're having a great food drive for Open Door Pantry. So if you haven't come down yet, make sure to bring something for Open Door Pantry. And it's time for varsity boys hockey here in Eagan.
All right, Cats are going to start the red line tonight with Phillips 25, Martin is 12, Hanson is 13. And for the Owatonna Huskies bringing it in. That time briefly was 26, Caleb Variety. Keep an eye on him tonight. He is one of their top scorers on this team. Couple of goals, couple of assists. Got 4 points on the season, which indeed does make him the top scorer for the Huskies. This will be back to Pika at the point for Eagan. Shot through, spin, traffic. Knocked down. Here come Huskies the other way. Peterson, number 17, is going to knock it down out to center. And the Huskies try to go 2-on-1. Squirts into the Eagan zone, but no damage for the Huskies as the Cats are going to change behind the play. And up into the crowd, we've got a souvenir. Nearly took out part of one of the glass cases up here at the Civic Arena. Although 48 seconds gone by.
Owatonna player trying to give grandma or grandpa a souvenir early here in the game. Nice job starting the red line, I thought, that time by Coach Carlson. You know, those are guys who work really, really hard and have done a lot of good things for this team.
Quick shot that time by Gus Glide. First save of the night for Sam Pfeiffer between the pipes for Owatonna. Second game of the year for Pfeiffer. Allowed 2 goals earlier this year. A .923 save percentage coming in. And just a bit offsides were the Huskies that time. Let's get a good look at Alex Lockenmeyer, one of the captains on this Wildcats squad, along with Nicholas Cron and Will Mason.
In the last 2 games, he's got 3 goals for the Wildcats. Really, he's broken out of his early season scoring slump. Had some assists, but wasn't able to get the top off the goal. Now he's been able to do that, and he's going to have some opportunities, hopefully, in this game for the Wildcats.
Cats are going to dump this one out, and they're going to have to tag up, but they're not going to be able to because Owatonna's coming the other way. Owen Byer, one of the few sophomores on this varsity squad for the Huskies, led the rush in, and the puck does squirt out. Roush will dump it in. He was on the starting defensive pair along with Sam Knoll. Minute and a half gone by here in this one. All the way down, officials are saying no, they are going to wave off the icing. One official did have his arm up, the other one did not. And we shall play on. Pika signs it in front, nobody there except Owatonna. That's Roush, went off of his skate, tries to poke it out, cannot, far side. It's going to come out anyway because here come the Huskies the other way. Trying to wheel through central, intercepted by the Wildcats. That was Barbado. Eagan faithful looking for a penalty. They're going to get one. Cats to go on the power play, 1:58 in.
Yeah, Cam Roth went right by Devin Roush, and Roush just unlucky that time. Roush got a piece of Roth as he was coming by. And check it out here on the near side, probably on the left side of your screen. There it is. That's a trip. That's going to cost Roush 2 minutes and give the Eagan Wildcat power play that has showed signs of life here in the last game an opportunity.
Yeah, they actually got one a couple nights ago against Apple Valley. Still a low number, which is Cats just clicking at 6.1% with the man advantage.
2 minutes for tripping.
And the tripping indeed is the official call, by the way, on that one. So here come the Cats with a full head of steam. Leading the rush that time, that's Cron. He's going to circle instead. He was looking in front, nobody was there.
Want to see puck movement from these Wildcats. Can they move the puck?
Juicy rebound, and nobody could convert there. Opportunity, and Owatonna's going to wisely send that one all the way down. Stand corrected, by the way. Eagan now 7.1 on the power play.
Wake me up when we get to 10%.
Owatonna's at 6.1. Looking at the wrong team stats there momentarily. There's Cron coming through for the Wildcats. He'll leave it far side. This is Wedward. Wedward had a nice night the other night against Apple Valley as well. Quick shot. Never got through. Quickly getting over there was Knoll for the Huskies. Keep an eye on Dylan Wedward tonight for the Wildcats again. Said strong game last weekend at Shakopee. Another good night a couple nights ago again, that Apple Valley win.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. His game is a little bit turbulent. I guess I'll say it's turbulent because to me, when I watch Dylan Wedward play, one of the best things he does is forecheck or get deep or be disruptive in the attacking zone.
Cass trying to keep that one up at the blue line. Barbado from way out and tipped up into the netting. Well, a face-off in the Husky zone. 38 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Wildcats. As you look at senior goaltender Sam Pfeiffer for the Owatonna Huskies. Owatonna, 17 seniors on this varsity club. Cats trying to keep control in the Owatonna zone. They'll send it back out up top. Barbado. And they'll send it down deep. Another shot that goes wide to hit the outside of the cage. Pfeiffer wisely hangs on for the Huskies as we're down to 22 in the Wildcat power play.
Yeah, there needs to be quicker movement. Glye at the top of the ice, top of the power play there needs to do a little bit better job of moving quickly. It's not that he's necessarily doing a bad thing. He's just doing it a half second later than perhaps he should. Just has to have an idea of what he's doing before it comes to him.
And that opportunity to hit traffic high up the glass and out. Cats will be forced to regroup. Owatonna is going to change up. Looks like just one player on the kill. Inside 10 seconds to go, man advantage for the Cats. And the Cats are going to go for one of the power play as they're going to be forced to regroup. Leighton Olsen's got to hustle back. Good forecheck that time by Hoffman for Owatonna. And Glye with his first save of the night for the Eagan Wildcats. That's Gabe Glye in the nets. He's a sophomore. His brother Gus is a junior forward. And here come the Wildcats. Cam Roth from way out over the cage. Pfeiffer might have got a little piece of that going by.
He's a bit aspirational there by Cam Roth. He was coming to the end of his shift and said, yeah, I think I'll try to throw it on net.
Probably a wise move. And can Owatonna poke it out? They can that time. And Cats are going to be forced to regroup. Actually not, because there's going to be an icing on that one. And face-off will come back to the left of Pfeiffer.
Well, real credit to the Wildcats, the Owatonna Huskies for killing off that penalty. There was some decent zone time there for the Wildcats, but they just couldn't generate any really good scoring opportunities. And when Pfeiffer did spill a rebound or two, the Wildcats just were not there to cash in.
Kept in that time by the Wildcats at the blue line. Owatonna a couple of misplays, but they are able to poke it out of the zone, coming through neutral. It went off the stick of number 27, Schroeder, I should say, into the zone. But here come the Wildcats the other way. Glye in deep. Phillips out there. Glye was at the end of his shift. He's going to change up as well. As it's going to be Phillips, Martin, and Hansen out for the Wildcats. Owatonna 2-on-2 potential. Block shot way out, goes high and wide. That was off the stick of Variety, I should say. Again, he is the leading scorer. Big check by him. And we got a couple of hard hits at the boards as Cron got the worst of that one from Pedersen. 5.5 gone by. We remain scoreless here at the Eagan Civic Arena. Nice aggressive play by the Wildcats. They can keep it out. That puck was going to be able to get squirted out by the Owatonna Huskies. And they'll bring it back around far side. Can they poke it out that time? No, kept in nicely. A nice job by the Wildcats on the forecheck.
That's Barbado pressing in pinching in from the blue line. Nicely done, Ben Barbado.
Redwood's going to send that one deep. Here's Barbado from the half wall. Eludes one man. Can't get past the other one. That was Pedersen on the hit for Owatonna, 17. Wraparound attempt, stopped by Pfeiffer. Rebound stopped by Pfeiffer. Covered by Pfeiffer. And we've got ourselves a whistle. Nice flurry there by the home team.
Absolutely, and better job by Pfeiffer smothering that up and not conceding any rebounds. There's an opportunity there if the Wildcats would be able to get that puck to the other side of the net, but Pfeiffer did a nice job of getting on top of it. And right now, these Huskies are playing okay. They're hanging with these Wildcats.
Another quick shot. Pfeiffer got a piece of that one. Can Owatonna kick it out? No, nice kick save out there on the left side by the Eagan defender.
Years of soccer practice coming in for Cron.
And Owatonna's going to try and send it rink wide. Couldn't quite connect with Byer that time. But that gets into the Wildcat zone nonetheless. Backhand right. Actually, turnover behind the net. Picked up that time by Stendel for Owatonna. Cats, can they clear it out? right at the half wall. Good battle there. Huskies are able to keep it in. A good play by Byer, number 11. Number's not in his favor, but the puck goes deep into the Cat zone. But now comes out of the Cat zone. Dump back in. Kriesel for Owatonna. Opportunity in front. Backhand goes just wide. Oh, it is a goal. We're going to count that one. Owen Byer.
Let's see what we can tell here. The backhand hits the post,
off
hits
Glide,
skates, and then trickles in. That's what a play by Byer to throw that on net. It just goes to show you, if you throw it on net, good things are going to happen for you. And Byer's going to get a goal here for the Huskies with an early lead.
Judging by Glide's reaction, I thought that puck did go wide ultimately. For Byer, that's his first of the year. He did have an assist the other night in that loss to Rochester Century.
Well, Wildcats need to regroup here a little bit. I think they expected it, not to necessarily concede shots like that, and they have already given up one here tonight.
Long shot and tipped up into the netting. Face off, Owatonna zone. Number 12 there for the Owatonna Huskies, Joey Dubb, one of the senior defensemen. We said 17 seniors for David Fromm's squad.
And getting the early lead, huge for the Huskies, Mike, as they got to be feeling some confidence now, having lost their last game in the last 35 seconds. Now they're saying, hey guys, we've got a lead on these guys. We can play with these guys. We can beat these guys. Let's make it happen.
And conversely, if you're Eagan, you had that awful second half of the third period a couple nights ago. Now you go down 1-0 right here on kind of a fluke goal. Do you start to question things just a little bit?
Well, I would hope not, because Eagan's got a number of solid seniors that have performed well over the last two games, even though they had something of a hiccup in that third period against Apple Valley. I would certainly hope that they'd be able to be mature enough to weather the storm emotionally.
Nice turnover for the Cats. Quick shot. Piper kicks that one aside. Nobody there wearing gray for the rebound. Pika just outside the blue line when he touched that puck. Cats regroup. Owatonna's going to just try to poke it back out to center. Back inside the Wildcat blue. Here comes Eagan. Owatonna makes a big change far side. Cats are going to change a few up behind the play. And we're going to battle right at the line. Big hit there from Owatonna on Hansen. Or check that, Henry Martin on the receiving end of that, number 12.
Well, one thing we've noticed so far from Pfeiffer is that when he's playing from one side of his net, the rebounds can come to the other side. So I think Eagan's going to have to say, all right, guys, if we're taking a shot from this side, somebody's got to be on that side. Somebody's got to be on the other side of the net to try to look for that rebound, because right now that's where the rebounds are.
Big hit there by the Wildcats. Puck does come back out, however. Tron going to lead the rush. Looking man far side in the dock. Can he get a shot off? No, that goes wide up into the netting. And we shall have another face-off in the Owatonna zone. 1-0 Huskies right now on ETV. Cron trying to feed on that far side. Is that Goyle?
Yeah, it looks like Goyle over there, 21 for the Wildcats, and comes up high.
Well, Pika can't quite keep that one in at the blue line. Fires it back down. Cats do tag up. And a fortuitous ring around the boards, but the Cats can't keep that one in. Not a good few seconds there for the Cats on the blue line. Owatonna couldn't quite get something going into the Wildcat zone that time. Big hit at center as Banks finished off his check on one of the Wildcats right in front of the penalty box. Just one penalty thus far. That was on Owatonna early on. Cats did nothing on that power play opportunity. Huskies ringing around, trying to get out of their own end off the half wall near side. Intercept by Pika. Those Cats and Rincon, nobody was there on that side as they were all coming back to play defense. Pika again, nice play at neutral. In there with Gly, and we've got a souvenir. 7-11 to go in the first. Here on Alumni Night in Wildcat Country, and good to see some familiar faces making their way back.
And people coming back from juniors, people coming back from school. Whether you're playing or not, it's nice to come back to your hometown and get a little recognition and say hi to the fans and hi to moms and dads and grandmas.
Big alumni game here tomorrow morning. Coach Carlson said they're expecting 20 players or so to come out for that. So Hopefully nobody gets hurt. I think that's the key.
Yeah, absolutely. That is always the key.
Oh, losing a blade there for the Wildcats. Owatonna able to punch that one in. Webster doing the honors, number 9. Cats regroup to try and bring it up on the right side. All the way down, should be an ice, and indeed it is. 6:36 to go.
I saw, you could see what Cron was trying to do, but the pass just needs to be closer. He needs to make a better pass to Wedward. I think he was looking for Wedward there. And Wedward's fast, but he wasn't going to catch that one.
Look at the Owatonna bench, number 33, their backup goalie, Preston Meyer tonight. Preston had the bulk of the work thus far for the Huskies. And quick save that time by Gley. Good opportunity off the draw there for the Huskies.
Of course, it was Triglav Valley getting his first varsity win on Tuesday night against Apple Valley. Gabe Gley going here, and as you've mentioned on these telecasts before, there's a little bit of there's competition between the two, but it's a friendly, competition, and both guys understand that they have to be ready to go. They have to push themselves, and that they can both be contributors, and I think that's a really positive thing for these Wildcats.
The one thing Coach Carlson did say is Gabe's maybe a little bit better playing the puck, but and not that Trig is bad by any means, but hook it back out. Huskies trying to get regrouped, something here in the neutral zone. Get around the defenseman on the far side. Trying to get Hoffman coming down the middle. Puck instead goes deep into the corner. Good hits there. That goes wide of the cage. Again, good pressure by the Owatonna Huskies right now.
The Wildcats have to be the first to the puck, and they're not right now, and they have to be smarter with the puck when they do get it.
There's Phillips. He'll send it rink wide. Cats are just going to dump that one in as they are ultimately going to have a full 5-player change that time down the ice. Doyle overskates that. But it does back into the Owatonna zone. Doyle can't quite get there in time. Cats going to have to tag up. They do. Owatonna doing a nice job of just getting that puck out of their own zone quickly. A good chunk of the night. Here's Breckeisen for the Wildcats, number 9. Doyle, and they're going to say Cats were offsides. A close battle there. You should get a good look at number 27 for your Eagan Wildcats. That's Gus Gley, the junior forward.
And Gus Gley, a guy who's playing on this top line with Lockemeyer and Goyle. I'd like to see Gley get on the score sheet here. He had a goal against Shakopee, but I'd like to see him get on the score sheet here tonight because I think he's due.
The battle right in front of the Owatonna bench. Cats are able to keep it in. Tried to do a little give and go. They had Gley coming down. Another quick shot. Pfeiffer steers that one aside. Had a good look at it. Kept in that time. Breckeisen, he gets knocked down for his troubles. Owatonna potential 3-1. They are, I think they were offsides there. Official right on the spot. However, he disagreed. Doesn't matter because here come the Cats. Here's Goyle. Nobody with him, however. Cats are going to be able to tag up. Nice piece of stick work there by Cron before he dumps it in. We approach 4.5 to go here in the first. 1-0 Owatonna. Owen Byer, lone goal of the night so far. And Pika kept that one in. Puck just laying there, but unfortunately Goyle could not get to it. Back in the zone, Pika pokes it out. Cats are going to change in the midst of a change. Opportunity here for Owatonna. Webster leads the rush. Quick shot, easy save that time for Gley. His 4th save of the contest.
Yeah, I think if they keep Gley clean, as you see here, nobody's in front of him. There's no one camped out in his crease. He's easy into the catching glove. If they can keep Gley like that, I think they're going to be successful. You know, it's when they let him walk right in on Gley, or when he's screened. That's when Gley's going to have problems.
The 2-on-2 battle in that far corner. Owatonna comes away with an opportunity for the Huskies, tied up nicely by the Wildcat. And we've got a souvenir up into the student section.
Tremendous number of pucks ending up in the stands tonight already. We've had a handful of them here in the first period. We're not even done.
And they threw it back on the ice. That was nice of the student section. There's a good turnout tonight. The boys on the glass, along with other members of the, do they call it the pit here in the arena?
You know, I've heard various things about that.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure, I have to admit.
Yeah, I'm not sure either what the official word is. Nonetheless, nice student turnout. Wedward high up into the netting. Face off, Husky zone.
Oh, forgive me, Mike. Good passing combination between Phillips, Roth, and Wedward. Unfortunately, for the Wildcats, the Huskies did a nice job of not puck watching and getting in front of Wedward to put that puck up into the netting.
Roth on the draw for the Wildcats. Could not quite keep it in that time. Back at the point was Cron. Using those soccer skills, a little to try to get that left skate onto it. And big hit there in front of the Owatonna fans by Cron again. Here come the Huskies the other way. This is Pedersen, number 17. That shot, big save, big rebound. Nice job of clearing it out, however, by the Wildcats. That definitely was Pika that time, number 5. Puck skirts back out to neutral. Cats opportunity. Wedward gets around a man. Tries to get it centered across. Net is off. We'll have a whistle. Face-off, I believe, is going to come outside the zone.
Oh, that's Dylan Wedward's game. Look how I said turbulent. This is somewhat turbulent. It's a storm, and it rolls right through the crease. And Pfeiffer's a little lucky that there wasn't a Wildcat on the back door or somebody wolfing there for looking for that, because that might have been a tap. But to be fair to Pfeiffer, you can't cover the whole net.
And save number 9 for Sam Pfeiffer. 2:58 to go, opening period. Got the little chippers coming up at intermission. So we're going to tune into that one. Check out the Mike Prep activity. Barbado, rebound. Oh, just trickled wide. And a little hello, how you doing? Merry Christmas. And guess who was in there for the Wildcats? It was the Pest.
The Pest.
Henry Martin.
Henry Martin. That's his game. Watch this nice shot from the point. You can't quite see it there because there's a Husky in the way, but the puck was just sitting there in the slot. And Martin's going to do what he can to stick his nose in and try to punch one in here for the Wildcats.
I saw Henry briefly before the game, and he mentioned the Pest that you called him the other night. He just smiled. He liked it. Here's Barbado. Got Phillips with him. Shot way out. And Pfeiffer somehow gets the glove on that one. Martin that time with the shot.
And nicely done by Phillips. Nicely done by Pfeiffer. It's a big hit over here against Ashton Hoffman. And Hoffman's still feeling it as he comes to the bench. Phillips absolutely lit him up. Clean hit here on the near post or near boards, but Hoffman definitely feeling that.
That goes just wide, looking for the deflection in front. Nothing happening. And here come the Huskies the other way, potentially 3-2. Yeah, thought they might have been a hair offside that time, but the officials disagree. We play on. And a quick opportunity in front. Glide with a big save.
Yeah, both teams got to be careful. You don't want to do anything that's going to put the other team on a power play, especially late here in this period. Big save here by Glide on the right of your screen. Puck slides around. Trying to pick up who that is sitting there in the slot. Did a nice job of getting wood on it for the Huskies. 28. That's Stendel. Nicely done that by Stendel sneaking in, trying to get a good goal. But unfortunately for the Huskies, just didn't quite come off.
It's going to go off this stick of, I believe that in deep for the Wildcats. That's Glide, I believe, in deep. Getting hard to read these numbers tonight on the Wildcats wearing those gray jerseys with the blue numbers. Whoa, there's a goal for Eagan. 1-1.
And that's Lockenmeyer, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And that's his 4th goal in 3 games, Mike Cook. This guy's getting hot. He just throws it across the crease, digs out of his skates, then decides, he'll fire it across the crease. And I don't know if it hit, I couldn't see precisely what happened. I don't know if it hit Pfeiffer's pad and went in, or whether it hit a skate and went in. I couldn't see it, but it's a good goal for the Eagan captain. And that's 4 on the year for him.
15:02 time of that one. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a camera at that end. Boy, I thought it just beat him clean far side, but as I look at the replay, but we'll get the word from Nick Johnson officially.
Number 17, Alex Lockenmeyer. Assistant number 22, Ben Barbado. Lockenmeyer from Barbado at 15:02 of first.
Well, if you're a Wildcat fan, you take the good with the bad because you got a goal. But you also get a penalty now with Gavin Goyle going to sit. So look at the new penalty box cam. The Eagan TV.
Goyle showing off his salad for all of you there at home, but I'm not sure honestly what happened. The referee was very adamant that he saw a cross check, and I'm sure that's probably what happened. But if you're Gavin Goyle, this is not the time after tying up the game late in the period. This is not the time to be taking penalties.
Mentioned Owatonna's penalty, the power play is 7.1%. Cats 84.6 on the kill this season. And again, Owatonna will be on the power play till the end of this period. That is assuming they don't score. And then obviously a little bit the opening seconds of period number 2. Owatonna moving it around down to the circle. Quick shot near side. Glai is there. And we'll face off to his right.
Make sure you're sitting in your seats, fans, for the first intermission. As tonight's edition of the Little Chippers features the Rangers against the Wild.
So Owen Byer, he got the goal earlier, number 11 there for Owatonna. That was Pedersen on the draw. Yeah, we'll do that once again after that little spurt. Took 2.5 seconds. Also on the top right now is Tanner Stendahl for the Huskies, number 28. And Cats up into your bench. That took just over 2 seconds.
Oh, Leighton Olson, go to the naughty step. What were you? Come on, Leighton, keep it down. Get it out of the zone, man. You've got it clean. Don't get excited. Just get it out of the zone, okay? Here we go.
As you look at the Wildcat benches, they scattered quickly. Owatonna shot way out. Glai had a good look at that one and steered that one aside off the stick of Joey Dubb. Dubb at the blue line. Can he keep it in for the Huskies? He can. Leaves it for Byer. Dubb got it back. 12 sends it ringside to his partner in front of the Wildcat bench. I think that's variety from way out there. Scramble in front and back out top. 30 to go in the period. Huskies down deep. Again, good pressure in front. Glai with another big save, but the Huskies able to keep it in once again. This time it's Pedersen back. Cass able to poke it out by Wedward. Good aggressive play here by Dylan Wedward. Pika pokes ahead that loose puck at center. Huskies are going to get something going here in the waning moments of this period. Doesn't appear that it's going to happen. Cats are just going to play keep away. Up, out. And we've got a little hit there on Glai at center. And we're going to go to the locker rooms. Well, Owatonna is right now with a one hockey game between the Owatonna Huskies and the Eagan Wildcats.
Well, it was a good period by both teams. I think both teams did some things in the period that they would have preferred not to have done, right? Turning the puck over or not squeezing down defensively, giving opportunities. The Eagan gave an opportunity to Owatonna. Owatonna cashed in, and Lockenmeyer tallies for the Wildcats to even it out. But right now, Huskies have to be feeling good, that they're playing with these Wildcats. Wildcats probably need to step it up a little bit here in the second period.
If you look at Todd Carlson, his Wildcats will stay out for the intermission to start. As you saw, we have a special referee for the Little Chippers tonight, wearing a red suit. I'm not sure who that is exactly.
I've never seen a referee wear red before.
No.
I'm not sure. Oh, that looks like the picture of our referee.
Yeah, well, got the Eagan gloves on though. It's a nice touch. Goes. I think the blue and the red is a nice combo. Some youngsters are eagerly anticipating the visit of that person in about 36 hours, give or take.
Glai and Pfeiffer each with 11 saves in that period. Both goalies looking good, looking solid. So I suspect goals are going to be a bit of a premium in this game.
Yeah, we've got the Wild coming on, and I'm assuming that's the Rangers behind them.
Those are the Rangers. But they have to get over to the middle of the ice. Santa will lead them.
Got to get them out here between the blue lines. Always good to see the Little Chippers out here. And again, Eagan Hockey Association, great turnout tonight by players in that association. Got in free if they wore their jerseys tonight. And we've got 3 minutes of Chippers. Trying to count out there. I think there's a Rangers have a man advantage at least.
You know, I think we talked about this last time. I'm not sure. We got a breakaway early.
1-0 for the Blue Shirts.
Now, if the Wild are smart, they're going to get this puck and go the other direction quickly before the Rangers can react.
Big hit there over that. It is P-Core, that says number 7.
Yeah, unfortunately for Grandma, Grandpa, Mom, and Dad at home, we do not have a roster. We have names, but we don't have a roster. We don't know what the numbers are.
Shot just wide by the Wild. Enough juice on this one. See that?
From the reaction of the crowd, Mike Cook, I think that was in the net.
I think that did trickle in.
Wild have an opportunity. Now they're on a breakaway.
Opportunity. No, Wild tripped up over the red line.
I don't know. I think he got taken down from behind. One Ranger being taken out by his own teammate. That's always a good effective way to play defense. If they trip each other, then you don't have to.
Here's the Wild with an opportunity. No. The Big Cats looking for a call there.
Yeah. The Eagan Wildcat seniors and juniors on the side, they absolutely saw something you and I both saw. Rangers should be going to the box.
Under 1:07 to go in this one. Wild looking to get within 1. Down by a 2-0 count. Pika helping out.
We got a Wild player just crawling around at center ice, which is it's an interesting strategy.
Well, the Rangers did have a kid cherry picking a little bit ago, so I thought maybe that person's back for that.
Big hit there by the Rangers on the Rangers. The Old Cats doing not a great job that time of making sure that puck stays in play.
A big save down here by the Wild. 30 to go.
Well, you get a feeling, Mike Cook, that the Wild are due. They've been down a couple of times to the other end, and here they might have an opportunity. They could just get in front.
Oh, outside of the cage. Somewhere there is a puck in that mob of youngsters.
3, 2, 1.
There you go. That is the future of Eagan Wildcat hockey. Again, the Mike Preps, the Wild, the Rangers. Somebody out there in a red suit. Yes. Most wonderful time of the year.
Better him than us.
Absolutely. So, Wild are heading out, Ranger heading off, Wildcats are going to head off. We're going to head off too. We're going to take a break here on ETV Sports, and we'll be back shortly for second period action. Huskies, Wildcats on ETV.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mom in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprung from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. I tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away all. As the dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle and mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in the twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes they were tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys was flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, and his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was white as snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney, he rose. He sprung to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Susanna.
We're going to talk to you about on ice
and off ice safety.
Hi friends. We're going to talk a little bit about safety today before we get on the ice. One of the first things to look for is down at your feet. It's really important to make sure that you don't have laces that are hanging. You can either tuck them into your socks or into a pair of tight pants. That's so much better. The next thing that I want to talk about is keeping our heads safe. I recommend, whether you're 2 or 62, if this is your first time skating or your first time taking classes, that you wear a helmet. You can bring a bike helmet from home, or you can rent one here at the rink. It'll look just like this. I feel ready to get out on the ice now. How about you? I'm so excited to step out on the ice with you guys, but we have to talk about one more thing first so that we can be really safe. That's falling down and getting up safely. When I feel like I'm going to fall backwards, I bend forward, my knees bent, my arms out in front of me, and leaning forward. That's gonna keep me from falling backwards. If I'm still gonna fall, I'm gonna try to go down safely to one side. That's the easiest way to do it. When I'm ready to get up, I'll put my hands and knees on the ice, put one foot up first, but keep my hands firmly on the ground. Put the other foot up, and then stand up slowly. If my feet are stuck apart, I can walk them in. I feel ready to get on the ice now. Let's go. We have to remember to watch our step, and we also want to look left and right before we get on, just like when we're crossing traffic. Whoa! That was Coach Susanna. Let's hear some more from her.
Hi there. I heard you are all ready to get on the ice. We're going to start off with our safety pose again, because as you can see, we're on the ice, and now it's really slippery. We're going to go over our safety pose one more time. Knees are bent, hands are out in front of me, and I'm leaning forward just a little bit so I don't fall backwards. When I fall onto my side if I can. I get on my hands and knees. One foot goes up, then the other, and I keep my hands on the ice until I feel safe enough to stand all the way up. A few more things to keep you safe. Skates are really sharp, so let's try not to kick when we're on the ice. When you do fall down, let's try and get up as fast as we can, and do so in a safe way. If you're ever in a lesson, it's really important that you are always listening to your teacher. And a really good way to show that is your feet are nice and quiet. The other thing we want you to make sure that you do is to take your time. Whether it's new or old skills, just for your safety and your friend's safety, we want to make sure that you're going nice and slow so no one gets hurt. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.
Our dedicated team of 24 utility staff works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to make sure that we deliver our almost 3 billion gallons of water to you, the residents and commercial businesses inside the city of Eagan. We are always investing and innovating to assure you, the public, get good, clean, quality water at a top value. This is our comprehensive approach to ensure a successful future for us all.
Great to be a part of Eagan history, something that all three of us are very proud of. The population of Eagan is 51% female, so we've worked hard to get our department to reflect the population that we're serving. The foundation of the Eagan Fire Department has been laid by many great men and women, and we have been welcomed here with open arms, very supportive.
You have that family aspect with your crew. You eat dinner together and you respond to calls together, and really it's just the best job there is.
I encourage all females to pursue a career that they're passionate about, regardless if it's historically been male-dominated, and that it is achievable. Give it a try, see if you're passionate about it, and if you are, you'll succeed.
We wanted a space where someone could bring a family member or a friend or a neighbor and not have to worry about any exclusion. This park can adapt to all different people regardless of what their abilities are.
On an average playground, I'll just be on the sidelines. Be like, yay! yeah, you did it. But now I get to be like, come on, let's go play all together, and it's pretty amazing.
We know that inclusive play teaches important life skills like cooperation, empathy, and leadership. And it helps build relationships and community around those same values.
Come to this park because you're gonna have an awesome time. It's inclusive for everyone. There's lots of things to do for both young ones and older ones.
Ho, ho, ho! You're watching ETV.
Ho, 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 and welcome back to the Eagan Civic Arena. As we get set for second period action, the Owatonna Huskies won. Your Eagan Wildcats won as well. Let's get pleased to be joined by Nathan Cron. My name is Mike Cook. We've got our crew with us tonight. We've got Dalton Gruber, Joe Chupik, Greg Borman, and a cast of thousands or something like that. Hey, by the way, we mentioned open pantry night tonight here at the Eagan Civic Arena.
Yeah, it's open door pantry. That's who we're collecting food for. This time of the year is obviously a challenging time, you know, and of course with economic challenges, inflation being what it is, you got more and more families out there dealing with food insecurity. So what we're trying to do is get some food for the open door pantry, and we've got a nice pile out there on the entryway. And of course, if anybody happened to be watching at home and said, hey, I'm going to bring some stuff over, catch second and third period, we're still taking donations, and we'd love to have that to help out families in our area.
While Owatonna going to be on the power play to start this period, they'll have 13 seconds of the man advantage. As the Wildcats were penalized late, Goyle on a cross check at 15-13. Cats will be moving left to right as you look at Owatonna's netminder, Sam Pfeiffer. He had 11 saves in that period. Coincidentally, so did Eagan's netminder, Gabe Gley, 11 as well.
Yeah, neither goal necessarily, you know, one goal was kind of a, you know, the goal that Gley conceded was kind of a flipped up, and he got a piece of it, and it, you know, kind of an odd angle, and it trickled in, and then of course Pfeiffer gave up that goal to Lockenmeyer, and it was a seeing eye puck. I'm not sure. I mean, a vast majority of the crew, excuse me, the fans and here in the stands, we weren't even sure that it went in the net until the referee signaled.
And Owatonna with a nice turnout here tonight. Fans coming up the old Interstate 35 and maybe hitting the outlet mall on the way up here. Or
why not make it a whole weekend? I mean, there are all sorts of wonderful and magical things to do here in Eagan. You know, I mean, really underrated city if you think about it.
I mean, you could visit one of our sponsors. We've got plenty of them here with Eagan Hockey this year.
They'll be happy to feed and water you.
Absolutely. Wildcats, Trail Stop, and Saris, among others. As we are underway, period number 2 inside the Eagan Civic Arena. Owatonna Husky is going to bring it in this time with number 26, Variety. Quick shot. That goes. And the Cats are at full strength just as the goal comes off. It's Moorings.
Well, it's nice to see Hoffman back out on the ice. He took a big hit from Rowan Phillips in the first period. Hoffman out on the ice, and Hoffman unfortunately crashed. Husky number 5 crashed into Egan's number 5, Eric Pika, and Pika, referred to oftentimes by Coach Carlson as the tree, is oak-like there. He just kind of bounced off and went right into the net.
A couple of big boys there that battled. And Cats looking to come the other way. Here's Goyle fresh out of the penalty box. He's got Lockenmeyer on his right, and that's going to squirt all the way through to Pfeiffer as Lockenmeyer came cruising through, and got some extra pushing and shoving as Goyle on the bottom of that pile, and that might be Lockenmeyer in to help out as well.
You know, Wildcats have got to be careful there. I think it was, I don't know if it was Barbado or who it was, knifing across Pfeiffer's front, but it's got to be careful there because that whistle had blown. And if you make contact with the goalie, for instance, I don't think he made contact, but if he had, he might be looking at a penalty there. So you got to be careful.
Official was right there, and he was watching it all, and they let it go. Huskies looking to break out of their zone. Big hit that time by Goyle, keeping the puck in the zone. Eagan student section like that. Here's Cron up top. Sends it down low. It gets past his teammate. That's Martin out there. Lockenmeyer checked that 17. Opening minute here. Period number 2. Tied at 1 on ATV Sports. We're home for all the Wildcat action. We go all the way back out. Cass trying to get something in the zone. Quick shot high over the cage. Pfeiffer let that one go whistling by. I think the Cats can do a better job of getting some more, maybe some more offensive chances, keeping that puck in the zone a little bit better this period. And as I say that, Owatonna punches it out.
And the Wildcats have definitely have to make an adjustment, or should have made an adjustment in that first intermission to get to be a little more physical and close down the space, not let the Husky players operate with so much open ice, and also be physical. Finish your hits, but clean. We don't want anybody getting hurt. We don't want anything cheap. We don't want to take penalties, but we got to finish our hits and maintain a physical presence as best we can.
Looks like Owen Byard tried to leak out a little bit early there for Owatonna. We'll do that face-off once again. Byard with the goal earlier tonight for the Huskies. Lockenmeyer with the Eagan tally. That shot goes wide of the cage. Barbado up top, stops. This is his man. That shot all the way through. That Pfeiffer steered that one aside, although I'm not sure he saw it. He kicked over on the far side as Owatonna clears it out with Stendel. Eagan back out, big bounce. Wedward couldn't quite get there in time. Pfeiffer wide, so he covers up.
No, I like the play by Wedward. Kamroff dumps it in, fires it hard off the boards. Pfeiffer smothers it, but Wedward's going to look for that opportunity. He's done a good job of collecting some garbage this year and creating opportunities out of it. So I like that play by Wedward.
Gets on the draw for the Wildcats. And Martin, check that. Opportunity for the Huskies. Nearly breaking out that time was Byer.
It was a nice poke check by Cron.
Cats ring around far side. Can they poke it out? They can briefly, but Owatonna regains control. This is Bangs leading the rush. Glide plays behind the net. Bangs is there as well. Dangerous play by the Eagan netminder. Aggressive play by the Huskies, however, nearly paid off.
Eagan defenseman was telling Glide to play it to the other side, and he went opposite where the defender wanted him to put it.
Byer shot that time off the stick of Bangs. He had Byer coming down the slot. I'm not sure he saw him.
I was going to say the same thing. Mike Bangs has got to pick up Byer out of the slot, do a little bit better job of that because he had an opportunity.
Here's Delp for Owatonna, number 12. Battles right below us at center. Puck squirts back into the Wildcat zone, and Glide will hang on to it this time. It's just over 2.5 minutes gone by here, period number 2. Again, Wildcats 1, Huskies 1. Good look at Mr. Gabe Glide, sophomore netminder for the Wildcats tonight. 889 save percentage coming in. Goals against average 3.0. So he and Trigger Valley have been splitting time between the pipes. We'll do another face-off just to his right. Let's get down to this crowd. Well, we got a nice turnout here tonight.
Oh, it's great.
You can see on that shot there, around the glass, you got people at just about all the spots. And there's a bunch of the Eagan faithful. A lot of folks here. Christmas Eve, I guess you could call this one. Last home game of 2021 for the Wildcats. Our last broadcast of 2021 as well. Eagan, can they poke it out this time? Barbado backhands it far side, tried to find Glide. Leaves the puck there, but it's going to be picked up instead by Owatonna. Here Hoffman leading the way. Right dot. That goes high and wide, and all the way out it comes. Head of steam, Lockenmeyer. from the circle. Dot, quick shot. That goes wide. Will that go all the way out? No, kept in by Cron, who just thought, nope, check that. Hopped over his stick at the blue line. Pika, number 5 for the Wildcats, battling in there with Owatonna's Pedersen, and Bly going to make a save again that time. A little sloppiness for the home team.
Yeah, a very uneven play that time by the Wildcats. Goyle and Pika did kind of played hot potato with the puck. You take it, no, you take it, no, you take it. And in the end, Glai says, okay, I got to squeeze it down because you guys turned the puck over.
Owatonna wins the draw. Stendel had the honors of the draw. And Eagan, though, able to squirt that one all the way out. Roush to regroup for Owatonna. Too far for Byer. Back into the zone, back to Roush. We'll try this once again. There's Byer, lose his man. Possible 2-1 Huskies. Byer, opportunity, backhand, up over the puck stays loose. Owatonna goal! Four minutes, time of that one. Tanner Stendal is the one that's celebrating. Nice move though by Byer. Hits the crossbar, and then it's just a kind of a free-for-all.
Glai lost the puck, and he goes down. Wildcats have got to do a better job. It's standing. It's underneath Cron's legs. Maybe no one knew where the puck was except Stendal. Stendal knew where it was, and he forces it into the net. It's 2-1 now for the Huskies, and they've got to be believing that they're going to have a chance to be competitive in this hockey game.
Bangs.
Byer and Bangs get the assists on that goal for Owatonna. And Pfeiffer has that one go wide. Again, Cat's got to do a better job of clearing that man out in front, though, too. Another shot on that time. There's save number 15 tonight for Pfeiffer.
The Wildcats have got to keep putting shots on Pfeiffer. That's the only way they're going to. I mean, they just have to keep putting shots on him, and hopefully good things are going to happen for the Wildcats. You watch here, Pfeiffer did a nice job. There was a little bit of traffic in front of him, but nobody got a tip to that or a stick to that. It looked like it came in pretty clean. Wildcats in danger. I mean, they can't. The game's by no means over, but right now the momentum's really in black and blue.
Pedersen and Goyle were on that draw. Huskies are going to clear this one out. They've got Hoffman up here, number 5. This is going to be 17. That's Pedersen. Again, Huskies almost had another opportunity, a good opportunity. Aggressive play by Pedersen, number 17 in black.
And turned over again by the Wildcat defense. It's just, it can't happen.
See if they can get something going this time. Goyle knocked hard right at the blue line. Big hit that time by Knoll. Pika for the Cats. He'll knock it down, poke it in. Quick shot. Goal! Hit the pipe. Great opportunity for the Cats. New play on. Here's Cron trying to lead the rush. Puck is taken away by Knoll. And Owatonna's going to change up 4 players as the puck goes deep into the Wildcat zone. Puck does trickle out. I'm not sure it was going to make it there. Long shot. Glai with another save. Remember, Owatonna comes into this game 1-6 on the year. Been shut out 3 times already, but yet they've got 2 tonight. They had 3 a couple of nights ago in that tough luck loss down at Century. And Century scored in the final minute of regulation.
Wildcats standing around a lot right now. Yep. Standing around, letting somebody else try to make a play.
She's nearly winning off a Pika. Great idea, though. If you look at Verady, just said, hey, I'm shooting that on net, see what happens.
Absolutely. No, I mean, I think that's the smart play there by Gregory. I mean, just putting it on net is what you want to do. But Wildcats standing around. I mean, they're not aggressive. They're not. The first minute or so of the period, they look pretty good.
Yep.
And since then, they've just decided, I'm just going to stand around and watch.
Outlet pass this time for the Wildcats. Couldn't play control into the Owatonna zone. Again, here come the Huskies the other way. Nice opportunity, goal. And no penalty called on that. Okay. Owatonna fans looking for one. And we've got a whistle now as the net is off. The Cats might have got away with one.
Now let's take a look, see if we can pick something out here. Ben
Fire.
Barbado gets turned around like a pretzel. Yeah, who is that? I can't pick out the number. Ori, yeah. I think Ori hits him from behind.
Yeah.
I think the Cats did get away with one there.
I do too. Yeah. So Keaton Ori in the lineup tonight again. Cats are missing Peyton Jensen and Lance Murray. A couple of blue liners battling the bug. Not that bug, but just the crud, I guess is maybe a better way to put it.
Yeah, I think the Owatonna coaching staff asking, saying, hey, wasn't that a hit from behind? Or referees, I think, saying, well, I'm sure he's saying something. I just don't know what he's saying.
Owatonna, good pressure. Can the Cats get it out? No, it's going to be kept in. Octakirk for Owatonna. Number 3, I don't think we've called that name yet tonight. Phillips in heat battle. Wildcats trying to get something set up offensively.
Got a Parker Jensen sighting too, Mike.
Yeah. Kind of that fourth liner right now for the Wildcats, but we've seen Jensen over the last year plus where he doesn't play like a fourth liner.
No, he doesn't, and he's got to have an opportunity here to give a little bit of ice time.
Yep.
Right now, the Wildcats not playing with the kind of fluidity that they really need to.
Opportunity potentially. Cats are on sides, but they lose the puck. All of 2 strides into the Owatonna zone. Big hit at the blue line. Cron, Octakirk. All the way down, should be an icing, and indeed it is. 9:24 to go in the second. 2-1 Huskies. Here on ETV as you look at Leighton Olsen. Olsen's got an assist this year in 4 previous games.
Yeah, I think Cron's asking what was the number on that truck that I just ran into, because he definitely got the worst end of that. He was sizing him up for a hit, and he got the worst end of it. And it's going to sting the pride as much as it stings your rear end.
Owatonna just going to dump that one back in. That was Roush for the honors. Gleib stopped that one behind the net for some reason. And here comes Olsen. That pass is intercepted. Another turnover in the neutral zone by the Eagan Wildcats.
Yeah, Wildcats not connecting passes and doing way too much standing around. Like right now, the Wildcats had 3 players in the defensive zone, and yet they're still battling to get out of it. That shouldn't happen.
Right. And now they do come out of the zone. Wedward got Olsen with him. Olsen will play the puck, trying to center in front. Right idea, couldn't quite get it out front. Pika can't control. Owatonna looking to get his man with Stendel, but a nice job by the Cats to get in the way of that. It was Breckeisen, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah, Owatonna, we're halfway through this second period. Huskies' lone goal this frame. They have a 2-1 lead. Down on his knees, Stendel, he got that goal for Owatonna. And again, Cats just poke it out and kind of like hope something will happen in the neutral. Stendel near side for the Huskies, sends it around. Fire, shot in front, that goes wide. Stendel looking for his second of the period.
Wildcats doing way too much puck watching, Mike Cook. They're watching the puck and watching Owatonna skate with it. That's maybe a recipe for more goals.
That puck was tipped on the way through. Does allow for both teams to make pretty much major line changes. Cats put that blue line out, the Lockenmeyer, Goyle, Glide trio.
A variation on the rules. Some referees require everybody to be out of the zone all at once. Some will allow you to tag up individually. A little curious there as to how that works.
Cats get it through. Lockenmeyer with a move. Lockenmeyer shot, big save, Pfeiffer. That'll be his best save of the night. Big hit far side. And we're going to get a penalty, I believe, on that hit. They're going to call it on a rough.
Yeah, they're going to get Ori for roughing. Watch Lockenmeyer walk in here. He didn't have a whole lot of time. Did a nice job of getting that on net and looking for the rebound. Ori's going to get 2 minutes now for roughing. And unfortunately for the Wildcats, the one thing they can't have is a penalty. He's got to keep his arms down. I think Coach Todd Carlson saying, hey, wait a minute, both guys had their arms up. The other guy got lit up. Watch here at the top of your screen. That's a clean hit. That's a clean hit. His arms were not up. They were at shoulder level along with both players had their arms right at shoulder level. I think Ori's, that's hard done by for Ori.
I would agree with you on that one. And even at real speed, I thought that was a clean hit. And yeah, I get it. We're the Eagan announcers. Yeah.
I get it.
But no, I think they might have missed that one. Anyway, bottom line, Owatonna on the power play once again.
Well, it could also be a makeup for the lack of the Ori call earlier.
0 for 1 for the Huskies thus far with the man advantage. Yet they still lead this hockey game by a 2-1 count.
I'm not sure what Glide was doing there behind the net. His teammate was ready to take the puck from him, and he pushed it away from him.
Puck's going to come back out. Cats try to do something short-handed this time. Nope, got to have the puck, however. As Lockenmeyer went in, lost the puck, battled the 1-on-2. And Huskies come the other way with 1:04 to go in the man advantage for Owatonna. Shot that goes way wide. Can the Cats poke it out? Lockenmeyer avoids the hit, but does get the puck back into the Huskies zone. 6 minutes to go in the period. Again, 2-1 Owatonna. You're on ETV. Huskies looking to get something going this time down on the power play. Stendel's going to send it deep for Owatonna. Byer will beat the puck over there for us. Actually, he'll miss it. Pedersen gets it. Stendel down low. Stendel still got it. Cat's just watching. And was that one going to come out? Phillips actually got in the way of that one, and puck able to squirt down to the Owatonna zone. 15 to go on the Husky power play. Nice aggressive play that time by the Wildcats. Yeah, guess who?
It's the best. It's Henry Martin, number 12.
You're the Owatonna fans that are hollering for their team to go. No, that's not Hoffman. Coming down quick, shot goes just wide. Was that double leading the rush that time for Owatonna? All the way down, there's Martin. And he's going to get taken out hard that time by Pedersen.
Oh, he got run into the boards from behind.
Eagan fans looking for a call, none forthcoming. We play on. Oh, just missing that time on the redirect in front. Cats trying to get something going here as they look for the equalizers. We're inside 5 to go in the second. Can't be held in at the point, and we're going to be forced to regroup our Eagan Wildcats. Variety in for Owatonna, taking pressure on that play. Here's Ori. Getting out hard at the board. Check that. That was number 13, Hansen. Battle behind 1-on-2, maybe almost 1-on-3, but the Wildcats come away with it. Is that Wedward in there in the battle?
Yeah, Wedward's grinding. It's turbulent, like I said. It's doing a great job there, holding the puck down there. Needs a little bit of help. Needs somebody to help him out.
Glide pinching in. Phillips. Never got through. Back here's Glide near side. He'll turn, shoot. Nice job of getting in the way. That was Bangs. Oh, tied up nicely that time by Owatonna. I think it was Olsen. Redward couldn't quite get the handle on that one. Puck up and does squirt out. Cats dump it back in, up into the netting, and we will have a face-off.
Well, that line was getting close to the end of its usable life, Mike Cook. I think they were running out of gas, but you got to push yourself a little bit when you're in the attacking zone. Some good opportunities there. Got to get somebody with their stick down in front of Pfeiffer though, because right now the Wildcats have got some pucks to the net and pucks across the net. They're not getting, and I think that's the right call. The puck, Coach Carlson saying, why isn't that puck out? I think that's where the puck needs to be.
Yep. Phillips out there for the Wildcats. Barbato overskates the puck. Here come the Huskies the other way. Huskies do make a one-player change far side. And we've got a whistle because we've got a penalty upcoming, and it's going to be a hold.
And it's going to be on the Huskies.
13:33, time of the no-no.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting call here. Both players are kind of battling. I got a Husky grabbing Barbato's stick and wrenching it out of his hand. So the Wildcats are going to have a power play, just like at the end of the first period when Boyle took that cross-checking penalty. Here's an opportunity for the Huskies to get out of this, and Schrader takes a penalty here to give the Wildcats an opportunity.
Schroeder's going to sit for 2 minutes. And Owatonna quickly clears that one all the way down. Cats 0 for 1 on the power play so far tonight. And his team for the Cats. Cron, circle, dot, circle, loses the puck. All the way down it goes once again. Let's see if the Cats can do something coming up the right side this time as Goyle dumps in. He's met by a couple of Huskies. There's Wedward. Wedward gets it to the far side. Lockenmeyer. Back across. Quick shot. No, that goes wide of the cage. 1:12 to go in the man advantage for the Wildcats.
Wildcats have got to get somebody in front of the net. Nobody's there, camped out in front.
Tried to get it across that time. That was Glide, I believe. Here's Wedward. Back to the Wildcat. That was Glide from way out. The Cats, nope, Barbados passes shot. That was wide. Big hit in the corner. 49 to go in the man advantage for Eagan. Stop. Oh, nice job sliding stop that time. That was Stendel. And he hustles off as Owatonna gets at least one more fresh player on. Another turnover by the Wildcats. 2 to go in the period. 32 in the man advantage. What are they saying about a turnover? There was another one. There's Wedward. He'll control now for the Wildcats as they're forced to regroup. A little early flurry on this power play, but the last 30 plus seconds, 10 to go in the man advantage for Eagan. Try to get the puck into the zone. They do somehow. And can the puck stay in the zone? No, it does trickle out across the blue line. Owatonna kills that one off. They're back at full strength. 2 for 2 on the PK for the visitors tonight. Hoffman battles over there for Owatonna. And Eagan's going to send that one back down, and indeed it will be an ice with 1:12 to go and a sloppy second for the Wildcats.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer couldn't lead the Wildcats right now to connected play and playing together because they're not doing it. They're just skating around, throwing the puck around, and standing around on defense. And the first 90 seconds of this period, they looked like they were going to take control of this game. Huskies get a goal, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Wildcats decide, I'm just going to kind of mail it in for this period. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's got to change.
Owatonna nearly had one there off an errant centering pass by the Wildcats. There's Byer down deep. He gets taken down. Can Owatonna keep it in? No. Back up, but they are able to regroup this time. That's Dub starting the rush. And Owatonna's going to send that one back down as you see the time top of your screen. Cats are going to be happy to get out of this period just down 1. Owatonna by far the better team in this 17-minute frame. Comes the Wildcats, opportunity. Phillips tries to center it across, got it tied up in the skates at Goyle. Phillips overskated it. Pika wisely starts to move back as Owatonna gets Pedersen leads it out with the Husky captain. Off the boards, it's going to be out. We are going to hit triple zeros. And with 2 periods now officially in the book, the Owatonna Huskies 2, the Eagan Wildcats 1, and Nicholas Cron and the Wildcats, they've got some work to do.
Yeah, there's some frustrated Wildcats down there right now. They are really, really frustrated that period was absolutely, beneath where Coach Carlson wants them to be, beneath where those seniors want to be. It was poor play from everybody, not just one player or 2 players, guys standing around on defense, guys not doing what they need to do. And I'll be honest with you, I would not want to be in that locker room at this second intermission because I think there's going to be some paint peeled off the walls because I think these guys have got to get their act together if you're on the Wildcat side. If you're on the Husky side, you're loving life right now. Hey, you got a 2-1 lead heading into the 3rd period. You're hanging with these guys with the Wildcats shot for shot. For a 1-6 team, they're not playing like a 1-6 team, Mike Cook.
Well, we've got at least 17 more minutes of hockey. See if the Wildcats can get the equalizer. After 2, Owatonna 2, Eagan 1. You're watching Wildcat hockey on ETV.
It's great to be a part of Eagan history, something that all three of us are very proud of. The population of Eagan is 51% female, so we've worked hard to get our department to reflect the population that we're serving. The foundation of the Eagan Fire Department has been laid by many great men and women, and we have been welcomed here with open arms, very supportive.
You have that family aspect with your crew. You eat dinner together and you respond to calls together, and really it's just the best job there is.
I encourage all females to pursue a career that they're passionate about, regardless if it's historically been male-dominated, and that it is achievable. Give it a try, see if you're passionate about it, and if you are, you'll succeed.
Ansari's Mediterranean Grill, Eagan Arms Public House, Lone Oak Grill, Trail Stop Tavern, and Wildcats Bar and Grill. Also, a special thanks to Eagan TV for filming all home varsity games this season. All right, fans, at this time, we'd like to recognize our Eagan hockey alumni, who are in the house tonight. We're very excited to welcome back some, and we're amazed some of you are not in jail. Here we go. When we announce your name, we ask you to take a step forward and give a wave to the crowd, all right? First off, from the 2018 class, goalie number 30, Alicia Simohowski. Alicia, if you're there, raise your hand and wave. All right, from our 2005 class, a defenseman number 12, Mario Munoz. I think Mario is probably a little busy in the locker room. All right, from 2020, number 6, Luke Anderson. Luke Anderson, wave to the crowd. All right, from 2020, number 18, Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander. From 2019, a forward number 22, Michael Beneke. Michael Beneke. From our 2015 class, a forward number 21, Spencer Roth. Spencer, wherever you are, give a wave to the crowd. From our 2019 class, a forward and a 9th grade quarterback, number 16, Nick Sherrick. Nick Sherrick. From our 2020 class, a forward, number 7, Johnny Mars. From our 2019 class, a forward, number 19, William Randall. From our 2017 class, a wing, number 10, Luke Shamma. And lastly, from our 2019 class, center number 24, Keegan Johnson. Hey, how about a round of applause for our Eagan hockey alumni? Thank you all for your participation.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mom in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprung from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. I tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As the dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle and mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in the twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes they were tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys was flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, and his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was white as snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney, he rose. He sprung to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Tiger 20, 10, 6 points. Eagan
Bounces off one tackler, tries to bounce off two.
You know, it's funny, back when I worked for the local paper, the Sun Current, I'd heard through one of the sports editors that they were looking for some folks. Made a couple of contacts, and lo and behold, hey, come on out. We'll get you going. And here we are, 1997, we're calling football games. Talked to Coach Nick Johnson out at practice, who's injured, what's going on, what are his thoughts on the game. It's just having that relationship with the coaches, talking to some of the players once in a while, you know, the hey, what's going on? Tell me about, you know, Eagan football, kind of behind the scenes stuff. Obviously, we're looking up a lot of stats. Game day, we try to talk to coaches from both teams, but there's fans from other schools that are watching this game, and, you know, we try to at least know something about the other team. A couple of quick memories. There was a guy named Joe Maurer that played for Cretin, threw I think 7 touchdowns in a playoff game. I heard he turned out to be a pretty good athlete. You know, we did the first game up at TCO Stadium, we're the home of the Vikings, when Eagan played Farmington. And of course, who can forget 2020, the Eastview win? You snapped that 27-game streak, and I just remember our call at the end was something like, hey, the streak is over. Nathan Cron and I, who've been doing games together for 5 years, we were just quiet. You know, let the pictures do the talking, let the joy show for all those kids, all the players. Just a fun time that night. I got to give a shout out to Nathan Cron, by the way. He and I have been doing football for, I think, 5 years now. We've been doing hockey for a number of years, and I think we really make a good team. We've gotten compliments on what we do, both from fans, from school officials, players, coaches, and that's why we do it. I mean, it's all about the teams. It's about the community. It's the personnel you get to know, and you're really rooting for those people. You're rooting for the community, the kids. You want to see them do well. And granted, you're going to look at the scoreboard and maybe they lose by a wide margin, but you look at the little things that are going on in between. You know, did you win this play? Hey, did the O-line play well? Did the D-line play well? Things like that, and just to see the improvement, I mean, that's what keeps it going. I enjoy doing it. It's that simple. It's fun to be part of the environment there in Wildcat country. We've seen where that stadium can be rocking on game nights. You've got the pit up there bouncing up and down. The band shows up. But the whole Friday night lights spectacle, it's just a fun time, and it's just fun to be part of it. You know, I still love sports. I love being part of the community. If I wasn't calling the games, I'd be there anyway. Hopefully we'll keep doing a lot more years of it.
Ho, ho, ho! You're watching ETV.
Well, after a period where the Cats played like the equivalent of a lump of coal, we're going to get set for third period action here momentarily. But we mentioned this is the last ETV broadcast of 2021, but once that calendar flips over to 22, there is a lot coming up on ETV.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here for ETV. Swimming, basketball, girls hockey, girls basketball, boys basketball, all sorts of stuff. This is why you want to get subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all this stuff delivered to you. You can watch it. You can look at the archive. You can pull up stuff coming in. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you what doesn't belong in the archive for the Eagan Wildcats, and that's that second period against these Owatonna Huskies. That period, you could just take that game film out and burn it. Although I suppose Coach Carlson will use it for a teachable moment. But I would say there were probably about 15 teachable moments, 15 minutes worth of teachable moments. And they got to be a little bit better than that. We've got some extra water on the ice, and so the referees are going to squeegee that off. It's going to give us a little bit of a delay.
Zamboni issues here in the Civic Arena.
Yeah, giving us a chance to talk a little bit about our sponsors, our logo sponsors, DBT Mental Health Services, Raising Canes, and TCO Training House. Our EHA sponsors sponsor EHA Hockey, and Sari's Mediterranean Grill, Eagan Arms Public House, love the Reuben, Lone Oak Grill, Trail Stop Tavern, and Wildcats Bar. Wildcats Bar, a good place for a lot of Wildcat hockey parents to hang out prior to the festivities here.
Yeah, I think if for your Wildcat hockey parent, you know what the phrase "bark" means.
I think that's true.
I think it's a requirement. But hey, so mention the Wildcats after that. We said they are off now for a couple of days for Christmas Eve, Christmas. Back in action on Monday, the 27th. They're going to be part of that South St. Paul tournament down there at, I almost called it Woog Arena. Cats play Farmington. I believe that's an early afternoon tilt on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday as well, depending on how they fare, that kind of thing.
That's right.
Owatonna, unfortunately, I do not know their holiday plans, but they are back in action. January 4th, they're back in the Metro. They play Gentry Academy up at the TCO Sports Garden, and then January 6th, they're back to Rochester. They play Mayo this time after they played Century over there last night. January 11th, Hastings is going to go to Owatonna. And we saw Hastings here, 10 days ago, and Hastings kind of put a pasting on the Wildcats in that one.
Yep.
Cats, by the way, when they get back to league play, it doesn't get very easy. Saturday, January 8th, you're at Lakeville South, #1 team in the state. Welcome back.
Yeah, well, it's the Cats are going to have their work cut out for them. I will say this: if the Cats play like they played, in say the second period against Apple Valley, might have a chance to hang with Lakeville South. They play the way that they played in the second period against these Owatonna Huskies. They're going to lose to Lakeville South by several goals. So already the officials are still working on the ice a little bit. I think it looked like the last pass of the Zamboni may have dumped a little too much water. So they're going to do what they can here to let that firm up.
They just keep skating and skating and skating. Hey, just remember, by the way, we showed all those scores, and you mentioned it. Hey, follow Eagan TV on social media. Stay updated at Eagan TV on the Twitter. There's the Facebook, the YouTube. You can subscribe to those as well. And if you missed a game, want to see it again, check out the YouTube. Hey, I want to give a couple of special shout-outs. Yeah, we want to say hi to Mata Carlson watching us up tonight up in Sauk Rapids. Big Wildcat fan. And we got a special happy birthday to one of the Eagan football coaches, Dale Comer, one of those round numbers, 70 years old. Coach Dale Comer, Eagan Wildcat football team. Happy birthday to Coach Comer. I saw there was, he coached at Lakeville for a while too, and I saw they put something out on Twitter today. A lot of old photos of Coach Comer supporting the red and black down at Lakeville High School. And that was back when it was just Lakeville High School.
Lakeville High School, absolutely. And right now it looks like the referees have finally got the ice to where they want it. Zam driver's I think they're gonna let it firm up here for just a minute, but nice to see all these people here. We got a great Emmy-nominated ETV crew here bringing you the action, and what we've got is a full house, and I think that's something to be honest with you, Mike Cook, last year we had nobody in these stands.
Right.
Really a challenging environment. Now you got fans, you got moms and dads and friends and all sorts of people here. And it's really, really exciting. It's great to be here. It's a great atmosphere. Win, lose, or draw, you've got a good opportunity to compete in front of your community. And I think as you look there at the Owatonna fans, most of them, they've made the trip up from, as you said, from Owatonna. here on the December 23rd, and you know, eventually here once we let this ice firm up a little bit, we're gonna have a hockey game.
We do have the Huskies are about to come out on the ice. As you look at the Eagan faithful, again, big crowd here for the home team. Like to see their boys have a much better period. A couple of the more of the young faithful as the Owatonna Huskies take the ice up 2-1.
It's going to be very early in this period that we're going to know, Mike Cook, whether or not the Wildcats are going to climb back in this or whether they're going to go meekly into the night. I have to think that in the first 4 to 5 minutes of this period, we're going to either see an Eagan goal or a series of flurry of shots. We're going to see pressure. We're going to see some hits. We're going to see something, you know, and it's going to really tip the balance. Either the Wildcats are going to climb back into this and grab hold of this game by the throat, or it's going to be a dicey proposition moving into the later stages of the third period.
Eagan this year has been outscored 7-5 in the third period. And that includes the other night. They got the one by Rowan Phillips, puts them up 4-1, and you're thinking, hey, cruise control, here we go, easy win. Well, Valley gets 2 more, and it's hang on for dear life.
Well, and of course, Apple Valley was, if you want to call it, you want to say it, they had the assist from the Eagan Wildcats, because the Wildcats managed to commit 2 penalties within the space of about 3 minutes and gave the Eagles a 2-man advantage for almost like a minute and a half, maybe a minute 44, something like that. And that's just really, really hard to come back from.
Just remember, Owatonna, they were tied with Rochester Century 3-3 through most of that third period. A couple of nights ago down in Rochester before Century scored with just 35 seconds left in that one. A tough loss for these Huskies. They're bouncing back nicely. This for a big tip. Cats couldn't quite pull the trigger early. That would have been huge for the home team. Pika keeps it in. Another redirect. That goes out in front, nobody there. Pika battles off of his man. That was Hoffman for Owatonna. Lockemeyer down low, and Pfeiffer tries to hang on. Puck is loose. No goal yet. Goal! There we go. Eagan's got one.
Oh, the Wildcats needed an answer. They needed something early in this period. Lockemeyer fires towards Pfeiffer. It's on the ground. And Doyle pokes at it. He thinks it's in. Referee says no, and then Barbado says, yep, it's in. Ben Barbado, I think, is going to sneak in from the blue line as you see him archering towards the goal. The referee's just checking to make sure to see who got the assists on that. But we got a 2-2 hockey game. What an answer from these Wildcats.
Absolutely could not have drawn that up much better for Eagan. Give that early one here in the third. And here comes Wedward. Wedward looking to gain the lead for the Cats, and he does! 8 seconds later, 3-2 Cats.
And I know Eastview's not here right now, but lightning has struck.
Off the draw.
Apologies, I'm not sure who got the assists on Barbado's goal, because everyone was going crazy because Dylan Wedward just put the Wildcats on top. Celebrate, Salad, celebrate.
I think they're liking this one up north, Tim and Barb. Wedward all alone officially. Again, 8 seconds apart for those 2 Wildcat goals. I don't know what was said between periods. But the Cats they've come out with an extra spring in their skates. Owatonna's got to see if they can withstand this early onslaught. They cannot even get it out of their own zone right now. They are struggling mightily. Schroeder tries to get it out. Cats keep it in. Long shot. Never got through to Pfeiffer. Cats hustling in. Will it be kept in? Long shot. Breckeisen. No, that's going to go wide. Deflected off of an Owatonna player. And the Cats are going to be forced to regroup. Sent it all the way, and he gets taken out on the play. Cats are going to change a little bit behind the play. Quick shot all the way through. Pfeiffer watched that one go by. And Owatonna able to poke that one back out to central, to neutral, and up into the glass, actually up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off in the zone as the puck trickled over the glass, down the netting, and really took out that young lady.
I like the decisive play by Breck Eisen at the blue line. You see Wedward get a pat on the back there from Carlson. That's certainly what the doctor ordered here for the Wildcats.
Martin on the draw for Eagan. Pedersen for Owatonna. Backhand in front. I'm not sure Pfeiffer saw that till about the last possible moment. Did go wide of the net, however. Cats back out. Cron way out. Long shot. Tried to get it in traffic. That was Olsen, I believe, in front. Good pressure by the Eagan Wildcats from the outset of this period. Here's Cron. Cron through traffic. Pfeiffer got a piece of that somehow. Battling hard into the corner. It's going to be 1-on-3. Ring it around. Pitching in that time is Cron. He'll keep it in for the Wildcats. Matt Hansen over at the point gets past him. And Owatonna tried to get something going, but they needed a line change, and they were able to get a good chunk of those players off right now. We battle at neutral. 2 quick goals by the Cats this period. Owatonna yet to have a shot on goal as we're 3 minutes gone by here. A bad turnover. Owatonna nearly got a goal right there. All the way down, no icing.
Great outlet pass looking for by Ori, looking for a Lockenmeyer. But that's the kind that little foolishness near the net. That's the kind of thing Mike Cook. These Wildcats cannot afford. That is the way to let these Huskies back into the game.
There, pass there, Huskies. And this time, that's Bangs. Couldn't get much set up that time. Cass able to bring it out. Goyle, far side. Got Glide coming down the slot. And Glide going to maybe be able to get to the rebound far along the boards. Lockenmeyer hit right in front of the Owatonna's fan section. A couple of Eagan youth hockey players over there as well. Here come the Huskies down deep. Looking for the wraparound attempt. No. Nice job of Glide getting over to prick that post backhand. That goes just off the side of the cage. Scramble in front. And puck out of harm's way. Good pressure that time by the Owatonna Huskies. Mike Creasel sends it back down with 4 minutes gone by in this frame. Barbado, Lockenmeyer, or check that, Barbado and Wedward 8 seconds apart early in this period. 3-2 Wildcats. High off the glass, out across the blue line. Owatonna did a good aggressive play that time by Olsen. Tried to get the puck. Here comes Owatonna the other way. This is Creasel. He couldn't quite gain. He was able to get in the line, but lost the puck on the way through. Owatonna from a bad angle. That was hit traffic on the way to the net. That's kind of a dangerous pass there. Put it in the middle, but they got away with it, and here they come the other way. Breck Eisen, I believe, leading the rush that time. Shot. That goes wide. Pika, he'll keep it in back at the point. It looks a shove that time by Feinholt for Owatonna.
Wildcats have got to continue to be aggressive, Mike. They've got to continue to press, not let Owatonna get any oxygen here in this third period. Right now, they've got an opportunity to win this hockey game, but the only way that's going to happen is if they press hard. They did a great job of responding to whatever was said at the second intermission, but now is not the time, as we saw what they did against Apple Valley, not the time to take your foot off the gas. Put 3 more goals in, 2 more goals in, 3 more goals in. Keep the offensive pressure on Pfeiffer and these Huskies.
11:59 to go in regulation. Back out. And Sunday will just dump that one back in. Goes around past Pfeiffer. Phillips down deep for the Wildcats. And can Owatonna get it out? No, kept in that time by Barbado. Had that goal to start this frame. Barbado will try to dump it back down again. Long shot, Barbado. That goes wide. Nobody there wearing gray. That's just dumping it back in. Cass doing a nice job of keeping this puck in at the blue line this period.
It requires activity and anticipation, what they were not doing in the second period. Now the Wildcats are doing what they need to be doing.
Like I said, Owatonna brings it out. That goes wide. They're going to make a change. David Fromm calls for 5 fresh Huskies on the ice. Kept in, yes, by the Huskies. Stendel come in, dropped it right on the blue line. Cats are going to get something going all the way down, and that's not going to do it because that'll be icing on the home team. 10:52 to go in regulation.
Disappointing there by Cron. think he was firing it close enough. I think what he was thinking there, Mike, is he was firing it close enough to a Owatonna player. They thought that Owatonna would legitimately have a chance to play that puck, but the referees disagreed. Unfortunately, it results in a defensive zone faceoff.
The zone back to the right of Bly. Here come the Wildcats busting out of the zone. They've got numbers on far side. That's Doyle going in deep. Bly over there with a hit as well. And Gus Bly is the forward. Gabe Bly is the goalie tonight for the Wildcats. Here comes Owatonna. Stendel hit the second Owatonna goal. Cats looking to bring it out. Cross center. Long shot. Pfeiffer watches that one go wide. Ori back at the point, his first shift of the period for the Wildcats.
Wildcats can't be afraid to just put it on net. They did it early in the period and resulted in 2 goals.
Pryor tried to get into the Wildcat zone. He had the first Owatonna goal. That was back in the first period. Worked into the Husky zone. We're going to see a lot of changes here for both teams as the puck goes deep. Inside 10 minutes to go in regulation.
Nice passing combination there by the Huskies.
Backhand and nobody there. Dub tried to find a man with a blind pass. Redward. The cross couldn't quite connect with Olsen. Olsen shadowed there by Roush of Owatonna. Back out to the point. Kicking it forward there. Will this go all the way down? Will it be an ice? Yes, it will. 9:29 to go.
Well, that's what you want if you're the Wildcats. You want icing calls for the Huskies. There's been substantially more zone pressure, although give the Huskies credit. They've battled back here in the last 2 or 3 minutes, made life a little bit challenging for the Wildcats in their defensive end.
Quick one to mention before this game in JV action, it was the Wildcats 5, Owatonna 1. Shots were 42-17 in favor of the Wildcats. But right now we have 9:21 to go in the regulation of the varsity game. 3-2 Wildcats over the visiting Huskies. Owatonna with pressure and it's tied. Variety with the goal for the Huskies.
Wildcats could not get the puck out. They could not get the puck out. And a turnover, and there was a turnover.
Beautiful little pass out front. Nice goal by the Huskies.
It was Verity, if I'm not mistaken. Have to wait on the official. I missed the number, but I think our crack camera crew was able to pick up Verity's number. We got a tie hockey game.
That was Verity with the goal. We still got the assist. Casey Peterson got the lone assist on that Owatonna goal.
Owatonna.
We had 3 goals combined in the first 2 periods, and we've got 3 goals in the first half of this 3rd period.
Check out this goal from another angle. Watch Verity's goal. Nice play just off to the right side of your camera. Just feeds it in. His teammate feeds it in. Forgive me, I couldn't pick that up, but that time couldn't tell if that was Leighton Olsen or who it was, but somebody was just late coming over.
Long shot, and Pfeiffer is going to hang on. Or dropped it and fell on it, I should say. Cats, I think, looked like a little lazy defensively. Nobody came over to help out either on that Owatonna goal.
Well, and it was all started by the Cats not getting good clearance, Mike.
Exactly.
I mean, the Cats had the opportunity to ring that around, fire it hard off the glass. With a 1-goal lead in the 3rd period, you get it out. And that time they didn't do it.
Shot 7-2 in favor of the Wildcats this period. It's going to go wide. They're not going to add to the total there. Can Owatonna poke it out? Kept in by the Cats. Not for long, however. Here, Bangs is going to lead the rush for the Huskies. Bangs down deep. He's got Byer in front. Bangs hits the ice. Gets it back, however, though. Stops behind the Cat. That backhand in front. Looking for a cheapie there. Unable to do it. There's Bly with a nice cover of the post. Kept in that time at the point by Roush. Not for long, however, because here come the Wildcats. Right to left, full head of steam. Cron, low, Ron, circle. Nobody was there in gray. Cats are making a change behind the play.
Nice to see Cron get back into that play. Mike Cook, he took a big hit.
He did. Beto leaves it near side. This is 27 Glide for the Wildcats battling right at center. Back into the Owatonna zone. 7.5 to go in regulation. Pika from way out. Pfeiffer gives up another rebound. Wedward is right there on the doorstep, but couldn't quite convert. And we should have an icing, and indeed we do, on the Owatonna Huskies.
Now Wildcats on the forecheck. If they can get a strong forecheck in, Owatonna is having some trouble getting out of their own end. So right now the Huskies doing a great job of climbing back into this one, Mike. But at the same time, Wildcats, I think they still have some momentum here.
So you saw number 2, Keaton Ori, second varsity contest of his young career. So Cats missing a couple of guys due to illness. So Ori with an opportunity to log some varsity minutes. In front, righty right there. Somebody's got to keep an eye on that man coming down the slot. And out, down, icing is coming. No, they wave it off. The fans were kind of like, where's that call? Now we'll get a whistle as the puck goes up into the Owatonna bench. David Fromm is directing traffic for his Huskies. And Todd Carlson, you see him there, top of your screen. Well, you see his arm at least. Head coach of the Wildcats.
Not sure why there wasn't icing, but there was not a great hue and cry from the Husky bench. So, they must have seen the touch or the justification for it. So we're going to check and make sure the nets are on their moorings.
Comes Owatonna breaking into the zone. It's Bangs again, number 19. And fires! Goal! Huskies 4. Wildcats 3.
What a magnificent play that time by the Huskies. It looks like Bangs is going to get it. And I did not see who carried it in, but whoever did absolutely walked right around the Eagan defender.
It's Bangs that carries it in.
Bangs that carries it in.
Variety.
And Barbato and Cron. Barbato gets walked around. Cron doesn't come over. And that's just absolutely disastrous if you're an Eagan Wildcat supporter. I mean, you can't let that happen. You can't let it happen. You could see it happening. And you want something to happen. You want somebody to make a play, and they didn't do it.
Variety looking for the hat. He nearly got it right there. That's 2 goals in a little over 2.5 minutes. 4-3 Huskies.
Well, it's a great response here by the Huskies here in the third period, but I mean the Wildcats are still fundamentally playing a good third period. They just have to keep playing with a good third period.
Here comes Ori. Wisely dumped that one down. Got the blue line out there right now for Eagan. Here's Goyle. We're to check that. That was Glide. Lockenmeyer. Turn, spin. Right there on the doorstep. I couldn't quite put the rebound home. Nice job by Pfeiffer to hug that post. And a quick shot. That one's going to go wide. Pfeiffer didn't get a piece of it anyway with the blocker. And the Cats keep it in far side. Big battle over against that half wall near the Owatonna bench. Down low it goes. Huskies I think would be happy to take an icing right here. The Cats pressure. Pfeiffer makes the save on Goyle.
Good concentration that time by Pfeiffer. His defense wasn't, honestly, if I'm honest, it wasn't helping him too much. Nice shot by Goyle right there on the doorstep. And Dub had an opportunity to tie him up and didn't. That's a situation where you got to get closer to your mark. So the Cron-Barbato pairing is out on the ice right now, and those guys have got to get put one in the net here.
So Pfeiffer, just his second start of the year for the Huskies. About 2 goals in his first outing. Looking good though tonight. He's got 29 saves to this point. And his team currently has that 4-3 lead.
Wildcats, if they keep playing the way they played this period, I think they're going to be okay. But they can't have mistakes and they can't have a letdown.
Barbato couldn't quite control that puck. Owatonna Byer hustling down. Backhanded out to the boards. covered by the Wildcats. Puck was tipped, no chance of an icing there. Hard into the boards, Owatonna backhand in front. Again, Pfeiffer's got that post guarded well. Huskies out off the boards. No icing. Quickly waved off by the officials as we go inside 5 minutes to go in regulation. Cats looking for the equalizer. Roth at center for the Wildcats.
Well, the way the period started, you didn't think they would be in this position at this point, but the Wildcats have got to do a better job of being consistent.
Wildcats come into this game, they've won their last 2. Beat Apple Valley 4-3 the other night after a 7-4 win at Shakopee last weekend. Huskies looking to end a 2-game slide. Opportunity, couldn't quite get the shot off that time. Backhand, or he kind of tripped on the blue line, but he was able to regroup. No penalties thus far in this third period. And that was something that really was kind of bit the Wildcats the other night. Late in that game against Apple Valley with some penalties. 4 to go in regulation.
Wildcats are going to need somebody to put them on their shoulders. They're going to need somebody, a senior, a captain, a scorer. They're going to need somebody here to do something that's going to create an opportunity for them.
Ori at the blue line. Owatonna fan looking for a call. Not going to happen. There was a big hit into the boards.
He left his feet. I'm not sure why that's not a penalty. Yep. He left his feet and ran him from behind into the boards.
I think it was Jack Strom, 24. The first time we've called his name tonight. We have him listed as a JV player on the roster. It's definitely a big 24 in front of the net. Long shot. That was wide off on its way in. Kept in briefly. Cron. Owatonna sends it down. Puck was tipped. So we shall play on. Again, Cats looking to get the equalizer. Tried to get it up here on the near side. That was Glai. And Cron will regroup at center. Dumps it in. Lockenmeyer to give chase for the Wildcats. Losing a blade that time was Delp for Owatonna. Gets back up, however, sends it around far side. Cats opportunity. And up into the net. 2:42 to go in regulation. What point do you think about pulling Glai? I should rephrase that. At what point do you pull him? You're already thinking about it.
Yeah, I think if I'm under it, we're going to timeout here taken by the Huskies. I think that's a good timeout. Good job, reset everybody, make sure remind them of all their obligations, responsibilities. I think if I'm Coach Carlson, I probably wait till under 2 minutes, Mike. I think that's probably a good time to bring Glai out. I don't know that I pull him right now, but I think in 2 minutes, under 2 minutes, I would say, yeah, that has to happen.
There's Coach Todd Carlson drawing up plans for his Wildcats. I want to give a quick shout out to the Boys Hockey Booster Club Board. Tracy Lockenmeyer is the Vice President, Melissa Doyle, Treasurer, Lori Olson, the Secretary, and Jill Osiki is the Media Specialist. And David Fromm talking to his Huskies. Looking to head back down I-35 with a big smile and a big win. They are 2:42 away from doing that. Owatonna has played a South Suburban team this year. They lost 7-4. That was at Farmington. That was back on December 4th.
Well, my prediction, Mike, is I think the Wildcats are going to get. I think the Wildcats are going to get an opportunity here. Now, I'm not saying they're going to score, but I think they're going to have some opportunities here. And somebody, a senior, a scorer, somebody's got to put this team on their back and say, I'm going to make it my personal mission to put this puck in the net.
Starts with Cam Roth on the draw. Ian Bangs in the circle. That's control. There's Barbado. They move it in. Shot goes wide of the cage. Cron will pinch in as Wedward slides back to the point. Puck is kept in. Wedward sends it in deep. Down low. That's going to be Cron. Shot Olsen. And we've got a whistle with 2:20 to go.
Well, I'm honest with you. I don't think the Huskies are going to survive if the Wildcats spend all 220 in the offensive zone. I think they're just going to wear the Huskies down. Huskies are going to get some clearances here.
That blue line back out there for the Wildcats. However, here comes the blue and black of Owatonna into the Wildcat zone, just dumping it in. That time was Variety. He's got 2 goals this period. Both of the goals for Owatonna, who turned a 3-2 deficit into a 4-2 lead. Or a 4-3 lead, I should say, in a span of just under 2.5 minutes. Or just over 2.5 minutes. Inside 2 to go in regulation. That's good. Man falls down, puck comes out. Bly still between the pipes. Cron regroups for the Wildcats. Owatonna changes, I believe, 4 players. Bly up to the half. He's halfway between the circles. Quick shot, Pfeiffer makes that save. Cleared away that time by Dubb. And all the way out. The first Bly to slide back closer to the blue paint. Gosh, looking to get something going. Leading the rush this time is going to be, that's Lockenmeyer. Eagan net is empty. Glide to the bench. 6 attackers on for the Wildcats. Here comes that number 6 player. Just kept that one in on the far side. I think that was Ori. Might have got hurt over there on that big check. Let's see if he heads to the bench. He does. That wasn't Ori. That was, actually, that was 12. Henry Martin that got the big hit.
Wildcats have got to get north-south very fast here, Mike.
Bly. Lockenmeyer, no! Just wide, whistled past Pfeiffer. Some of the Owatonna fans getting on their feet. Down to 40 to go. Cats got to get something quick. Here's Lockenmeyer, way out, long shot, that dribbled wide. Deflected on the way through. Again, Cats have 6 skaters out there. Lockenmeyer sends it across far side, right dot, quick shot, rebound in front, yeah! Cats tie it! Cats tie it!
I think it's going to be Rowan Phillips. Let's see if we can figure it out. It is Phillips. Yes, it's Phillips. 25, Rowan Phillips. Oh, Rowan Phillips. You get sprinkles at your DQ tonight because you just gave us a tie with 23.8 to go. Huskies are shell-shocked. But like I said, Mike Cook, the more time that Eagan spends in that zone, the more dangerous it's going to be for the Huskies. And the Huskies did not always do a great job. They got a couple clearances, but they didn't get enough.
3rd of the year for Phillips, 2nd in 2 games. Let's see who gets the assist on that one. Owatonna keeps it in, looking to get him before the buzzer. Shot, huge save by Glide. Owatonna nearly won that one with 5 seconds to go. We're going to have free hockey in the Eagan Civic Arena. Let's take a look at that last save. That's how close Owatonna is to winning this thing.
Owatonna had an opportunity. I couldn't see who that was.
26, Variety.
Variety, yeah.
That's the guy you
had
want.
An opportunity. And we are going to have, like you said, some overtime hockey here at Eagan Civic Arena. This is Eagan's first overtime game of this season. Their only victory last season came in an overtime win against Eastview.
By the way, Eagan that time, 17 shots in that period. They had 18 in the first 2 combined. Owatonna had 7 for a game total of 26.
Well, the Wildcats, I mean, again, they played, I thought, a pretty good 3rd period. I mean, they gave away 2 goals that they shouldn't have. If I'm honest, they should not have given away those 2 goals. But oh my gosh, they played a good period. They just didn't get quite the scoring they were looking for until 23.8 to go.
Well, it'll be 8 minutes. Sudden death, sudden victory. Any of your pessimists or optimists, I guess, how you want to call that.
Well, I have to say, I mean, given the way that the 3rd period has broken, you would think that Eagan would feel good going into this. You know, say, hey, we've got an opportunity. We gave it away. Now we're back in it. We're in control. We've demonstrated that when we're in the Owatonna end, we can get goals and create scoring opportunities. At the same time, they're right in that last 23.8 seconds. Glide had an opportunity to get the puck out of his own end before that shot, before Verity shot, and he didn't do it.
Right.
He didn't do it. He was trying to puck handle down deep in his own end with less than 20 seconds to go in a tie game. That puck's got to come out, Mike Cook. The puck's got to come out. These players have got to understand there are situations to puck handle, there are situations to get it out, and that's the situation we got to get it out.
Tell you what, Nathan Cron, tell you what, we got a quick opportunity again. I want to shout out to our crew tonight. We've got Donner, Dalton Gruber in the truck. Cupid is Joe Chupik on camera, and Blitzen as well as Greg Borman here on camera as well. So,
Mike Cook,
Donner, Cupid, and Blitzen are here tonight.
Does that make Josh Shipley Santa Claus?
No comment.
I'll have to ask about that later.
He's like the head guy of these road productions. He took the day off, though. Look what he's missing.
Yeah, look what he's missing.
And again, the young fans, look at that down to the Eagan student section. They are ready to unleash themselves if the Cats get that next one.
It's going to be absolute bedlam here if the Cats get the next one. At the same time, there are going to be hearts breaking all over Eagan if the Huskies manage to poke one in. I really, really, really want to see the Wildcats be smart here. I want to see them be, make the safe play, make the smart play. Do what they can. Do what they can to again, not create opportunities or make any mistakes. Just make the simple, safe play and not try to create something out of nothing.
Eight minutes, free hockey in the Civic Arena. An early present for hockey fans of both of these clubs. Boys on the glass loving that play behind the net. Long shot from the way out, and never had a chance, blocked by Owatonna. That was Byer, number 11 for the Huskies. He's had a lot of chances tonight. Cats trying to keep that one in on the far side, battling 1-on-2. Got to get somebody in the middle wearing gray. They had one, couldn't quite connect, and Pfeiffer hangs onto the puck, diving out to grab it for the umpteenth time tonight.
Yeah, nice job there saving the bacon of your defense, but Wildcats like to see a little more direct, going to the net a little more directly. I think these guys are looking for the perfect shot, and they don't need a perfect shot. They just need an effective one.
Again, we are in overtime. This game was 2-1 Owatonna going to the third. Cats with a couple of quickies. Owatonna got the next two, and then the Cats, Rowan Phillips with 23.8 to go, tied it up with a man advantage, and faceoff's going to come back in the Owatonna zone. To the left of Sam Pfeiffer. After 32 saves tonight for the Huskies. Cats, they're on that bench saying, which guy is going to be the hero, if there is one tonight. Puck is in front. Owatonna looks to bring it out. They do get it out of the zone at least. Cats back in. Pfeiffer. This is 24 Strom for Owatonna. Down in front, intercepted that time by Creasel. Cats, however, keep it in the Owatonna zone. Redward circling down low. They're thinking for Cron back at the point. Cron, long shot through traffic. Hit a man, nearly deflected in that time. I think, was that Hansen in the way? Martin.
I think it was Olsen, maybe.
Olsen. Bottom line, didn't happen. We'll try it again. Here's Cron. They'll send it back deep along the boards. Penalty upcoming on the Owatonna Huskies. Brady's going to sit.
Yeah, he's been a hero. Brady's been a hero tonight for the Huskies, but he's going to get a little bit of GOAT status there, and I don't mean the good kind of GOAT status, because as this puck goes deep, he knocks Leighton Olsen well away from the puck. It's not nothing in that. It's not being cheap or dirty. He just bumps into it, but you can't do that. And now the Wildcats are going to have a power play.
See what the official call is. Interference is going to be the call. Cats 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Owatonna looks to ring it around the boards and out. Here come the Huskies. Full head of steam this time is Stendel. Quick shot, that one way wide of the cage, but to take some precious seconds off the clock.
Wildcats well, sorry, Mike Cook. Wildcats have got to enter this zone with speed and not just dump and chase.
Well, you got to get out of your own zone first. 1:19 to go in the man advantage for Eagan. Circling Hoffman in there for Owatonna. Here's Cron. He'll lead the rush. Got Lockenmeyer but trailing. Here's Lockenmeyer, right circle, up top. Cron down low. Minute to go in the power play. Lockenmeyer, Cron. Tried to get in front. Weak pass. Sets up a scramble. Puck goes behind the net. Puck somewhere behind that net.
Is it trapped against the net?
Official's right there. I thought it might be up in the netting itself. And the puck does squirt out. There's Lockenmeyer again. Sends it across, rink wide. Long shot. Oh, no, they're going to fake the shot. Quick shot. Pfeiffer hangs on to the rebound. Nice puck movement by the Wildcats.
Well, it needs to be better puck movement early in that setup. They did not do a good job moving the puck with the pass. Let's see if we can see this shot. Nice save by Pfeiffer. It pops up into the air and he gloves it. But Wildcats early in that power play got to do a better job of moving the puck side to side, creating shooting lanes for themselves.
Cats keep it in. 34 to go on the power play. Pfeiffer bobbles it but hangs on again.
You got to think if the Huskies survive this, that's going to be a huge lift for them, Mike Cook.
Absolutely, Nathan. I totally agree with you 100%. Well, Pfeiffer's made a lot of big saves. Has bobbled it quite a bit tonight, but he has been able to keep that puck out of the net for the most part. Runner in front. No, nobody there wearing gray. Top of the slot. Quick shot. Cats. Pfeiffer rebound. Cats win. Cats win.
Oh, if you keep grinding, eventually it's going to work for you. Nicely done that time by the Wildcats, and honest to God, I couldn't tell you. Let's see if we can see on this replay who it was. Leighton Olson, Pika,
Cam Roth. I think it's Pika.
I don't know. It might have been Pika. Might have been. I don't know. Leighton Olson's acting like maybe he was the last guy.
Well, let's see. They're all going to jump into the glass.
I think the referee is asking who touched that last, and I think everyone's crediting Leighton Olson, and that's a senior, his first goal of the season.
Well, here's the official announcement. Olson. Watch number 19 in gray. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, you know, there's a stick. There's a stick down there. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell which stick hit it, but Leighton Olson, the senior, gets the game winner here for the Wildcats. 5-4. A strong third period, despite giving up a couple of goals, Mike Cook, but a strong third period for the Wildcats, and then helped out certainly by Verity's penalty, a dominating OT performance.
Yeah, Cats all 5 shots in that extra frame. Todd Carlson and his Eagan Wildcats going to celebrate this one for a while. That's 3 straight for the Eagan Wildcats, and for Owatonna, 2nd straight hard luck loss. You said they got beaten the last minute of regulation a couple of nights ago.
Well, Huskies have to feel good. I mean, look, we've been on both sides of this, Mike Cook. We've seen teams play well, teams play hard, and not get the result they're looking for. The Huskies are going to feel like they should have had a better result tonight. If they keep playing the way they played, especially in that second period, they're going to be successful in the Big Nine this year.
Again, that's going to wrap things up. Our final broadcast of the year. Again, we want to thank the crew. Dalton Gruber, Donner. Joe Chupik, Cupid. Greg Barman is blitzing. He's Nathan Cron. I'm Mike Cook. Thank you for being with us. And as is tradition, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.